Hello and welcome to Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today we're going to be creating 3 super quick and simple cards using the kit that comes free with this month's Papercraft Essentials Magazine, which I'll link in the description below. And it's full of die cut pieces and papers and bits that you can cut out to create super simple cards. So let's get making. Then for my first card I've got a 5-inch square card made of Papercraft cardstock from Stampin' Up. And then I've cut a piece of white cardstock that is 4.5 inches square. And then I've cut this piece from the paper pack. So this is 4 1/8 by 3 3/4. So I've left a bit at the bottom because I'm going to put this strip across. So this is one of the borders that I've just cut from the paper pack, and I've just cut it the same width as this. So I'm just going to glue those pieces together. And then I've got these pieces that I've cut out from the paper pack. So just a few of the little bits. Some of them are the press out die cut bits and some of them I've cut out with my scissors. And I'm just going to pop them on my card. I'm just going to add some dimensionals behind here. And then I'm just going to stick one of these behind here as well. And then another couple behind the hi. So then I'm going to pop some of these bits of dimensionals behind these tree decorations. And I'm just going to snip a few bits for behind the crackers as well. And then we've got a really cute card, really simple, just bits cut out of the pack. So then for the next card, I've got an A6 top folding card blank that I've made out of Stampin' Up Evening Evergreen cardstock. So that measures 11 3/4 inches by 4 1/8 inches, and that's called and folded in half. But we're going to use it this way. And then I'm going to cut this off. So I want 4 1/4 inches left. So I'm just going to cut off that bit off the end. So then this piece of cardstock has 1/4 of an inch smaller than this panel at the front. So let's glue that on. This paper pack's a really nice heavy weight. And then I've got this piece of holly paper, and that measures 2 inches by 3 7/8 inches. I'm just going to glue that just inside here. And then I've got this piece which I've cut from the trees paper, and that measures 3 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And this piece of Evening Evergreen cardstock is 1/4 of an inch bigger, so I'm going to glue those two together as well. So I'm going to raise this up on dimensionals. I only want it to go on to this panel, so I don't want any dimensionals after here. So I'm just going to make sure that I don't put any beyond this point. And then I've cut another one of these Christmas trees out, so I'm going to add that with some dimensionals as well. And then I'm just going to add that over this middle one. And then I'm going to pop this Warm Wishes on. And again, this is another one that's cut from the pack. So I'm really adding an absolute minimal of stuff here. Like, it's a really nice paper pack, so really you can get a lot out of it without having to add too much. So then you could absolutely just leave it like this, or you could add some gems. I'm going to add some Nuvo drops. So first I've got the vintage yellow brick road ones, and I'm just going to go over the baubles on the tree. So these are really easy to use, but the key thing is not to squeeze them too hard, because a lot comes out anyway. So this one's called Autumn Red. And then this one's called Liquid Mercury. So I think that adds a nice little additional 3D element. But I think it's a pretty card without them. So if you don't have them to hand, I don't think it matters. So that's that card finished. And then moving on to my final card for today, I've just cut out 2 5-inch circles from Evening Evergreen cardstock from Stampin' Up. And then I'm just going to line this up at 4.5 inches. I'm just going to cut a piece off the back, and then I'm going to turn this round. I'm going to line this up so this ends at 1/2 inch. Essentially I'm just cutting 1/2 inch off this side, and then I want to score at 1/2 inch on this side. So this is my score piece going across there, and then I can glue that to the back of this second 5-inch circle to create my card blank. So then I've used smaller circles. This one's about 4 inches, and I've cut that out of Poppy Parade, and this one's 3 3/4 inches. I've cut that again out of the Evening Evergreen. So I'm just going to layer those up. And I'm going to pop that onto my card. Now I've just used the circle die, it's just a bit over 2.5 inches, and to die cut this out of the paper pack. So then I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that. So then I've got this bow that I just made out of some red ribbon that's from my stash. It's some really old ribbon that I think maybe came free with a magazine or something. I'm not quite sure where it came from. I'm just going to use a glue dot to put that on. I always find that dry glues like glue dots or tape or something like that works best for ribbon. And then I've got all these pieces that I've cut from the paper pack, and so I'm going to dot those all around the outside. That's looking cute, and I'm just going to bring in the same colours of Nuvo drops and just add a couple of little tiny drops around. There's that final card finished. They're actually really cute cards. The pack's a really nice one to work with. I'm just going to bring the other 2 cards in as well. So there's all 3 of my cards. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also notify you when I've got a new video available. All of the products that I've used today are linked in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.